Sairam students, today we have come up with a grammar topic, that is tenses. Yes, so all of you, before we start, be ready with a pen and a notebook and also with your new voices textbook to write all the important points that we are going to discuss. Now students, let us first understand what are tenses. Tenses indicates the time when an action or event occurs, or when a state or process holds. This phenomena is called tenses. We can also say that tenses is defined as a form of verb that gives the relation between time and action. Time implies when the action took place, and action is the work done. That is, in short, tenses gives the time when the action is done. Now students, we all know tenses are categorized into three categories. That is past tense, present tense and future tense. We all must have learned all this earlier, right? Now, what is past tense, present tense and future tense? Now, present tense is when a verb ordinarily shows an action or event in the present time. It is called present tense. It refers to habitual actions, routines or general truths. Alright, then what is past tense? Past tense are the action that had already happened, and future tense are the action that has not yet happened. Okay students, we will be deeply discussing all this step by step. So students, in this session we will be learning present tense, and in our next online session we will continue with past tense and future tense. Now students, when we talk about past tense, present tense and future tense, they all have subcategories. There are 4 subcategories under all of them. Like in past tense, we have simple past, then past perfect, past continuous and past perfect continuous. Then in present tense, we have simple present, present perfect, present continuous and present perfect continuous. Then in future tense, we have future simple, future perfect, future continuous and future perfect continuous. Now students, this chart is already available in your New Voices textbook in page number 180. So let's begin with the first type of tense, that is present tense. Now as I said, present tense is again divided into 4 subcategories, that is present simple, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Now let us understand each deeply with examples. Now students, let us first understand what is simple present tense. When a verb ordinarily shows an action or event in the present time, it is called present simple tense. Simple present tense is always used when you are stating facts or your habits or general truths or your routine work. Now, here we are going to use formula to understand in an easy way. In simple present tense, the formula is to use the first form of verb plus s or es. Now students, you all must be thinking, what is the first form of verb? Like for example, do, did, done. So do is the first form Now, let's understand this with the help of an example. The sun sets in the west. Now here, find out the verb. Yes, sets is the verb. Now let's see the next sentence. He does his homework. Now here, does is the verb, right? Now understand, students. In this case, the sun and he are singular subject. So we will use s or es, right? Let's see in plural subject. They live in Delhi. Now in this case, they is plural subject, right? So here, so we are not going to use s or es. We will write they live in Delhi and not they lives in Delhi. Understood? So the correct way is they live in Delhi. Alright? Students, let us understand the negative form of simple present tense. Now, this is very simple. We are just going to use does not or do not. Now, if the sentence is singular in nature, so we will use does not. If the sentence is plural in nature, we are going to use do not. Alright, so let's understand this with example. Rosie does not lives in Rosie does not live in Delhi. Alright, now again one more point. When we are doing negative form of simple present tense, we are not going to use es or s. Yes, we will not use es or s with the verb. Alright, so the sentence will be Rosie does not live in Delhi. They do not live in Delhi. Alright students, so all of you keep this in mind that with the singular subject we will not use, with the singular subject we will use does not, and with the plural subject we will use do not, and we are not going to add es or s. Now, let us understand present continuous tense. A verb showing an action or event which is going on or continuing at the present time is called present continuous tense. Now, or in a simple way we can also understand this. Present continuous tense is used to describe an action that is happening. Now, the formula used here is or am or are plus ing form of verb. Now, here you can see there is a slash between is, am or are. That means we are going to use either is or am or are, but ing form of verb we are definitely going to use. Alright, now when are we going to use is? When the subject is singular in nature, we are going to use is. Now, when are we going to use am? Now, am is very evident, students. Am we are going to use only with I. Okay, that is, for example, I am leaving for market. Alright, then we are going to use are when the subject is plural in nature. Alright, now let us understand this with the help of these examples. Now, they are waiting for us at the restaurant. Now here students, you can see they is plural subject, right? So the subject is plural. So we are going to use are. So they are, and along with that we will follow the formula. We are going to add ing form of verb. Alright. So the sentence will be they are waiting for us at the restaurant. Then the next one. The nightingale is singing in the woods. Now here the subject is nightingale and nightingale is singular here, right? So with the singular subject we are going to use is, alright, plus ing form of verb. So our sentence is the nightingale is singing in the woods. Now students, you all can see we are following the formula. Alright. Now the next sentence is I am coming to your place. Now as I said, we are going to use am only with I. Right. So I am plus ing form of verb. Then the sentence will be I am coming to your place. Alright students. Now students, if I ask you all to convert all these same sentences into negative form, so how are you going to do it? This is very simple. We are just going to add not with the helping verb. Okay, that is after the helping verb. So, the sentence will be, they are not waiting for us at the restaurant. The nightingale is not singing in the woods. I am not coming to your place. Now, let us move ahead and understand present perfect tense. A verb shows an action that has been completed at the present moment is called present perfect tense. That means the present perfect tense refers to actions that indicates a link between the present and the past. Now here the formula for present perfect tense is has or have plus third form of verb. So here has we will use with singular in subject and have we will use with plural in subject. Now let us understand this with the help of an example. I have not met my friend for many years. Now in this sentence it means that in the past also I have not met my friend and at moment also I have not met my friend. So it is a continued action. Now here since I is first person singular number, so we write have. Now let's see the next example. Ram has finished his homework. It means that the action he has completed just now. Now here, since Ram is singular, so we will use has and the third form of verb is finished. Now let's look at the next sentence. We have known this family for many years. Now in this sentence, if you see, the time factor of action is not clear. And here we is plural subject. So we will use have and the third form of verb is used, that is known, like know, knew, known. So known is third form of verb. Now let's see the negative present perfect tense. The formation of negative sentence in present perfect tense is again very simple. We are just going to add not with the helping verb. Alright, so we will be just adding not. Okay. So for example, Ram has not finished his homework. Then the next is, we have not known his family for many years. Alright, now let's move ahead towards the next type of tense. This is the last type of present tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. A verb that shows an action or event which has been started long before and that very action or event is going on for the present time is said to be present perfect continuous tense. Now here the formula used is has or have plus been plus ing form of verb. Now here has we are going to use with singular in subject. Then have we are going to use with plural in subject. Okay, then been and ing form that we have to follow. Alright, now let us understand this with the help of example. They have been reading this book for a week now. Now, the subject they is plural, right? So, we are going to use have. Then, plus been. Then, the ing form of read is reading, right? So, the sentence will be they have been reading this book for a week now. So, you all can see, students, we have used the formula here. Then let us understand the second sentence. Sam has been living in New York since 2002. Now here Sam is a singular subject, right? So we have used has. Okay, so Sam has been living in New York since 2002. Alright students. Now students, if I ask you to convert these same sentences into a negative form of present perfect continuous tense. So how are we going to do this? Now this is again very simple. We just need to add not with the helping verb. Okay, so our negative form of present perfect continuous tense will be they have not been reading this book for a week now. Alright, then the next sentence will be Sam has not been living in New York since 2002. Alright students, I hope this present tense is clear. Students, for present tense, you can refer your New Voices textbook, page number 88 till page number 91. And tenses chart is also available in your textbook on page number 180. So students, I will stop this session here and will continue with this tenses in our next online session. And all of you, do not forget to complete your homework. There's a link provided. You just need to click on that link, complete your work and then click on submit button. Alright, see you again. Sai Ram.